B737 heading south of 1560. We are do our best. 35 your day, south 15. Giant 74 Tango Whiskey, 1.6 for 3000, 140.
Hi guys, welcome back. On the ground here at Nauru. As you can see, we got a different airplane in front of us. This is a 737-700 of Nauru Airlines. And nice enough for us, this airplane's equipped with an actual full livery. So this is what the livery is supposed to look like, not just white with the tail. So, is what it is. Anyway, that being said, on the ground here at Nauru, it's about 4:30 in the afternoon. And we're going to be getting ready and getting over to Brisbane tonight. It's a pretty long flight over the oceans, not a lot of scenery. We'll get a nice sunset though. Sun should be setting just around our time of departure. Got about 45 minutes here for departure. Our scheduled departure time is 17:15 local. That's 5:15 local. And in that time, we need to get the airplane set up and ready to go. So, let's begin. Alright, we made it in here into the flight deck. We're going to go ahead and take a seat, captain's seat. We're at Spot A today. There's the terminal over to our left. And first thing we're going to do is get some lights on in here, because while it's not dark yet, it will be. So, let's get those main panel lights up. 2 clicks on the background, 2 clicks on the flood for the AFDS. Come down here, let's get those panel lights on. 1 click on the flood down here. Go to the overhead, panel lights on, and we'll do a quarter turn on the circuit breaker backlighting. Wonderful. That's my light settings. That's how I like to have it configured. We're all fueled up and ready to go. We don't have people on board yet, so boarding still needs to happen. That'll be happening shortly. We're on APU power, no ground power available here. There will be in Brisbane though, which will be nice. As you can see, we're in a 737-700 today, which is a little shorter, a little smaller. Alright, let's begin here. Let's do our originating flows. Wonderful. Our PSEU light is out. In the 737 MAX, this was changed to a maintenance light. Alright. We got 5 guarded, 1 off. Yaw damper can come on. Normal, 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 auto, normal. 4 on, 2 off. Test our fuel crossfeed. On then off. Wonderful. Fuel pumps are set up as we need them for now. This looks good. Galley power is on. Looks good there. It's guarded. Leave that off for now. Tending call chest. Wonderful. Alright, window heats can come on. They may not actually turn on. Oh, it looks like they are. How hot is it? It's 30 degrees, so they're not going to stay on for long, that's for sure. Alright, do a probe heat test. All lights extinguished. Anti-ice test, we're looking for the wing anti-ice to dim and the others to stay bright, which they did. This should get bright and shut off. Wonderful. Hydraulic pumps work, we'll leave those off for now. Voice recorder is an auto, that's fine. Cool, and our packs are on, everything's configured correctly. Set our pressurization panel up in a minute. And everything is like down here. Let's smack the logo light on. Wonderful. I think before we start boarding, it is an appropriate time to go ahead and do our walk around. But before we can do that, let's go ahead and enter our IRS position. Let's clear that message. Take our GPS left. Alright, in it goes. Those insta-line, that's not how that's supposed to be. Whoopsies. Anyway, let's do our walk around here. Alright, we find ourselves at the bottom of the staircase. Let's go ahead and stand up a little straighter. go and do our walk around here. So, checking all our vanes, checking our angle attack probe, our pitot probe, other pitot probes, other angle attack probe, static ports, back here, 1, 2, there's the third on the other side, wing light there, baggage doors are closed, you got the packs whirring away here, checking out our lights. This airplane's also equipped with LED lights, got a little breeze going today, beautiful blue engines, check our leading edge, checking our green position light, checking our white position light, check out our aileron and trim tabs, flaps, step inside the gear bay here, can't see much but that's alright, back here, this is indeed a 700, outflow valves open here, APU inlet doors open obviously because the APU is running, we got our APU exhaust. What a pretty, like, jungle setting this airport is in. Like, it's fantastic. Another Australian registered airplane. That's fine, we're going to Australia. Somebody can explain to me in the comments why they do that. I'm assuming it's just got to do with registration prices, or maybe they don't have a better registration available here. I don't know. Red navigation light, or position light, check your leading edge slats. Our engine here. I don't know what the deal is with the freezing, but that's what it is. We got our pack inlet here. Check the lights out. And out of the static ports. Good to go. Back up we go. Alright, back in we are. Sit right back down. It is now 4:39 in the afternoon. We'll go and get this switched over to local time. So we've got about 20, 30, 35 minutes. 36 minutes. All right. Let's get our display set up. So STA, data, position, traffic, and eventually we'll hit that with weather. And terrain, traffic, 40 on this one. Wonderful. It's all set up the way I like it. Let's go ahead and get the box set up. Alright. So, before we dive into this, let's go ahead and brief our flight plan here, which I'll go ahead and bring up. So, to brief our flight plan here, we are Nauru, Air Nauru Flight 91, with service to Brisbane from here in Nauru. Our routing today is going to be the Nauru VOR, and the Alpha 598 airway to Morna, direct to those coordinates, direct to those coordinates, direct to those coordinates, direct Flatty, direct at ROP, which will take the H224, the Hotel 224 airway, to, this is slightly incorrect, the route was edited, we're going to a waypoint called, what is it called? Tebet. From the H224, we're going to Tebet, at which point we'll join the Tebow 2 Alpha arrival. Let's see here. Flight altitude today is going to be 360, winds are 247 at 020, temperature is minus 46, deviations plus 11. Flight time tonight is going to be about 4 hours and 27 minutes scheduled, estimated 4 hours 14. So we'll see how that goes. As you can see, our proposed departure time, 17:15. That's supposed to be local, not Zulu. Alright. So, continuing on, cost index of 5 today, that's not going to work. We're going to bump that up a little bit. Got plenty of fuel on board. And I believe this fuel's been adjusted. Let's see here. This is an outdated OFP. Let's go ahead and refresh this. Alright, this is more like it. So we're leaving at 5:15 local PM. All right, Alpha 598. There we go. At ROP H224 to Tebet 2 Alpha, Brisbane. And then should see down here. I guess it's not showing it properly. Maybe it's just showing it under extra. There is some added fuel for APU runtime, which is fine. Got about an hour 41 margin. It's good to know. Still a cost index of 5, but not all really there for that. Definitely taking off runway 12, so that's what we can expect there. And our flight time is still expected to be 4 hours 27 minutes, 4 hours 14 estimated. Here's our flight plan outline there. Let's go ahead and take a look at our. So here's our takeoff and landing report. So it's 6,660 feet. Okay. And our maximum takeoff weight permitted. Okay, so yep, we're below that. That's fine. Yeah, we're so let's see here. So the outside air temperature is going to be, our presumed outside air temperature is going to be 30 degrees. That's correct. QNH 1007. Flaps 5. That makes sense. Alright, let's take a look here. Let's go to our NOTAMs. And here's a terminal forecast. So, surface observations right now, 1007, 10 kilometer visibility, showers in the vicinity, few clouds 3500, temperature 272.21, QNH 1018, that's in Brisbane now. And we're looking from this guy here, 200 at 5, 10 kilometer visibility, rain showers scattered 200 feet. Wait a minute, scattered 2,000 feet, my bad. So, that's not bad. Alright, departure weather. Winds right now is 070 at 12 knots, 10 kilometer visibility. Few clouds, 2,000, temperature 2.25, QNH 1007. So we'll go ahead and set our QNH right now. Auto sync. Did. Love to see it. Alright. Continuing down. Alright, this is Brisbane's NOTAMs. 01 right, runway closed. Just seeing if anything that affects us for 19 left. Like any big international airport, they've got all the NOTAMs. Okay, and same NOTAMs we observed on the last flight for this, but that's fine. Alright, so that's that gone over. Just head back to the top here. So that's our flight plan reviewed. Let's go ahead and plug in our flight plan here. So we are currently at Nauru, which is ANYN. And we're going to Brisbane, which is YBBN. Second there. There we go. Flight plan request. Select. And we are RON 91. Wonderful. Wait for this to accept. We should have passengers boarding now. Come on. Takes forever, these systems. CPDLC is never fast. Alright, let's go and activate. That did fill out. Let's make sure it filled out properly. At Rob Tebbet. And then our departure, we're going off runway 12. And for our arrival, we are going in via the Tebbet 2 Alpha arrival, Tebbet. And we're planning on ILS 19 left, but we're not going to put that in now because we still got 5 hours between here and there. Wonderful. That's that. So, with our route inputted, I believe that's us situated. Let's go to our legs page here. And we'll do, let's see, go ahead and get our clearance.
Beyond ATC connected.
Slight delay there as apparently our ATC was unmanned there for a second. Center is going to be Nauru Center on 1255. Let's get that set in here. Wonderful. So let's put that in the active and request RI for clearance. Nauru Radio, Air Nauru 91 on the ground at Nauru. Like to pick up an IFR to Brisbane.
Air Nauru 91, Nauru Radio. Expect runway 12. Climb 6,000 feet on runway center line. Then expect radar vectors Moana. Squawk 1304.
Expect runway 12, climb 6,000 on runway centerline, then expect radar vectors to Morna, squawk 1304, Air Nauru 91.
Air Nauru 91, readback correct. Push or start at pilot's discretion. Hold for release. Report holding short runway 12.
Push start my discretion, hold for release, report we're holding short runway 12, Air Nauru 91. Didn't take, so we'll just do it that way.
Air Nauru 91, short of 12,
Oh.
holding for release.
Whoopsies. Classic blunder.
Air Nauru 91, released for departure.
We'll worry about that in a minute. Let's go ahead and watch our boarding be completed, and when we're done, we'll get our final load sheet and finish filling out the box. Get our way out of here. Alright, with that, we're back. We've got about 14 minutes to go. So we need to be out of here. Boarding is completed. People are just getting situated in the back. So let's go ahead and pull up our final load sheet and get the box finished filling out. So here's our final load sheet. Like, we have a total weight of 64.9 tons. Wonderful. So, go ahead and put that in as 64.9. And then our planned fuel today, going back to our flight plan, is 13.5 tons. Our reserves are going to be 3.0. We'll up the cost index to 25. And we're good up to, what did we say? 360, that's what I thought. Our cruise winds are 247 and 020. And our top line outside air temperature is minus 46. That is adjusted via the ISA. Wonderful. Transition altitude is 11,000. That's what we expect. No D-rate today. None whatsoever. We're going to use everything we got. We don't need a bump, though. Flaps are going to be 5. CG is 24.4, which gives us a trim of 5.5. Let's go ahead and set that now. By the way, these are the Boris sounds for the 737. I absolutely love them. Right about there. Will do. Alright, with that completed, our runway winds are 07012. And no slope selection. These speeds are 31, 33, 40. And our remaining runway is going to be 1,000 feet. 1,034. As close as we get. Alright, so that's the box completely set up. Let's go ahead and do our overhead flows one more time here. Go ahead and get all of our fuel pumps on. Let's go ahead and set up our pressurization. 360. Then our landing altitude today is 15 feet. Run that down to 0. I'll go ahead and get the performance out of your numbers out of your way. Wonderful. And we'll go ahead and get the electric pumps on for the hydraulics. Alright, that's us set. Except for the MCP. So 140 is V2 today. And our runway heading... What is our runway heading? Runway heading is 121. Let's get that set. Alright, and we got a headwind of 6 knots today and a crosswind from the left of 10 knots. So that will be a little sporty on departure, but oh well. In for a penny, in for a pound. Flight Director 1, Flight Director 2, arm heading select, auto brake to RTO, reset the fuel use counter. That's us situated with 10 minutes to go. Let's go ahead and do a briefing. One second. There we go. Alright, let's do a briefing here. Well, checklist, so you can see it as well. Takeoff alternates, not applicable. Special import information, none really. No MEL items, no TAMs have been reviewed. Adverse weather, none. When we get to Brisbane, there may be some rain showers, but we'll brief that when we get there. Taxi routing, we're just going to go straight ahead to the right, and then backtrack, flip around, depart, straight out, get vectors. Runway conditions are dry, no weather concerns there. RTO considerations, anything under 80 knots we'll reject. If we get a master caution or whatever, or if I just don't feel the airplane's up to it, we'll reject. Anything over 80 knots, fire, fear, or shear, we'll reject and evaluate. And then anything over V1, we'll deal with it in the air. Clearance. So we are at an untowered airport, so we will have to get a hold release before taxiing out onto the active, and they will give us a time window to be off by. MCP is set 1401216,000, and nav radios are not applicable for this, and VHF is set to 1255, which is Nauru radio. FMC routing has been reviewed. Automation level departure. There'll be a manual departure mean control. Once we get past about 1,000 feet, 1,000 to 1,500 feet, I'll go ahead and engage CWSA and continue to fly the aircraft manually until we get flaps retracted and theoretically out to transition level. No required climb gradient, and our transition altitude today is 1,000. Any questions? None? Great. Let's launch. Let's get the doors closed here, and we'll launch straight into our before start. Come on. And AP is online and all that, so we're good to go there. The door's closing. They'll be pulling the stairs here momentarily. Now we'll see if they...
Hello, Captain.
Yep.
We are ready for pushback.
If the airplane settle. Alright, we're good to go. So, let's go do our before start checklist. Actually, no, we'll hold here, and we'll go ahead and do the before start checklist in the next one, and blast off out of here. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel grow. Thank you. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next one.